Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to join you at European NEC Forum Online. Participation of this event is an important outcome of the China-Europe Innovation Dialogue, and a milestone in exchanges and cooperation on ethics of science and technology between China and Europe. Hereby, on behalf of the Department of Supervision and Scientific Integrity of the Ministry of Science and Technology of China, I would like to thank Directorate General for Research and Innovation of European Commission for the invitation. I also want to thank the organizer for putting this meeting together despite the COVID-19 epidemic. The ethics of science and technology is the code of values that must be observed in scientific and technological activities. As innovation picks up a pace, the role of science and technology ethics is growing even more important with the outbreak of the COVID-19. We are faced with the challenge of ethics under emergency. Now, I wish to share with you the latest progress of S&T ethics governance in China, and some of my thoughts in this regard. First of all, China values S&T ethics. S&T and ethics go hand in hand. China values ethics and morality. It's our culture. It's in our genes. In ancient China, the focus of S&T ethics was to promote harmony between human being and nature, between people and things. Much attention was paid to social impact of technological activities. Currently, the governance of S&T ethics in China covers most of the areas of science, technology, and engineering, particularly in life sciences, medicine, artificial intelligence, big data, and laboratory animals. China's law explicitly prohibits R&D activities that violate ethical norms. Government authorities in science and technology, health, agriculture, as well as research institutions, professional associations have all introduced rules and norms on S&T ethics. In order to further strengthen S&T ethics governance, China established the National Science and Technology Ethics Committee in 2019. Its members not only include officials from S&T, education, and health authorities for all research institutions, but include famous experts in S&T ethics and law. The NEC China is the highest coordinating body in S&T ethics for advisory, review, and regulation across the country. Its mandate is to strengthen the national, local, regional, and institutional ethics committees and coordinate the efforts of government, research institutions, and academic groups so as to build a comprehensive, well-managed S&T ethics governance system. Secondly, China observes ethical principles in fighting against COVID-19. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the ethics issue has become more prominent in the field of healthcare, biotechnology, big data, and artificial intelligence, and in international cooperation. While fighting against the outbreak, China aims not only for higher efficiency, but emphasize the legal compliance as well. Clinical trials and expanded approval procedures for drugs and medical devices were initiated in coordinates with established protocols by relevant authorities. Online review of submitted materials and video review meetings were introduced. Such measures has greatly improved the efficiency of ethical review of COVID-19 research projects. Ministries of Science and Technology, Health, and other organizations have put forward clear requirements on strict compliance with ethical review standards, protecting of rights and interests of research participants, independent review by the Ethics Committee, and so on. All research activities, including viral research, vaccine, and new drug development, should abide by ethical principles and norms. In clinical trials, special attention must be paid to protecting vulnerable groups, including patients and personal privacy. Thirdly, my observations. The outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic requires us to take a new perspective on the S&T ethics. Number one, S&T ethics is very important for the health development of science and technology and society. In both normal and emergency situations, we should foster a sound interaction between S&T and ethics governance, and strike a proper balance between S&T progress and good values. While facing serious epidemic, it is even more important to conduct an ethical review based on the established procedures. Number two, coordinated governance of S&T ethics is highly important. Changes in the environment, such as the outbreak of an infectious disease, as well as the evolution of new technologies, make the S&T ethics governance more challenging. There must be a high-level agency responsible for coordinating different institutions and areas. Given its status as a national institution, the NEC has a natural advantage and a unique role to play in this regard. Number three, research on ethical issues under emergency situations needs to be strengthened. Public health emergencies have raised new questions about how to conduct research involving human and ethical way. While observing basic ethical guidelines, research programs under emergency situations must be guided by a clear set of rules and on research design and ethical review, which should include optimized review progress, strengthened protecting of vulnerable groups, and clearly defined responsibilities of different parties. Number four, international exchange and cooperation in S&T ethics should be strengthened. The ethics of science and technology is a common topic for the international community. In particular, during emergency like the pandemic, coordinated international governance is more important. Although differences may exist, research and cooperation, health, and mutual benefit should be our common goals. We need to build a multi-stakeholder, equal dialogue mechanism so that all demands and voices can be heard and respected. This is why we started discussions on this issue. It is also something we should uphold in practice. Thank you.